Usually I do a lot of questions for an interview, but you're more cut to the point with your music and even with how you answer the questions. So I don't want to do the finale yet. I'm going to do one more.
Okay.
I'm not going to go to 6. We'll go to 5. But there's something I really want to ask you that came out in the song Pros and Cons.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you some pros and some cons, and I want to see how you feel about this. Hip-hop derived from the street out of pain. Hip-hop brings people together out of pain. Even the grasp for the bag comes from pain. Even when we watching Wu-Tang and Mics and Men, you hear Ghostface and them talk about having felonies and having to take care of family members that were in pain. You have people who do hip-hop to take care of families. Pain is the quintessential truth in reality, because it is the thing that clears your vision when you're blind.
Yes.
It is the thing that'll make your ears work when you can't hear.
Yes.
Everybody relates to pain. What pain do you want to extinguish through your music, personally?
What pain do I want to extinguish? Oh man, that's a tough one, man. What pain do I want to extinguish? I hope I'm answering right when I say.
That's your answers. No,
yeah, that's
wrong.
my answer. Okay. I mean, I guess the pains that I still go through is like, I want to extinguish the pain of not having a father when I was growing up. You know, I've now been a father for longer than my father was to me. So one of the biggest things and one of my biggest fears in life is not being a good father. You know, and it's not so much about, you know, being with the mother. It's more so about being there for the sons. You know, I now have my second son, and it's scary. It's scary with a 2-month-old and an 8-year-old. You know, and I have my job, and I want to do more for him, but I also want to do this music too, and I know I can't slack. But that's definitely one of the pains that I live with, and one of the things that I'm still uncomfortable with writing about, but I need to get more into. But that definitely is a big thing for me. That and just depression, man. Like I've had some dark days, some dark thoughts. I don't know where it comes from half the time. You know, I'm still learning about that, trying to figure out what that's all about.
I know where it comes from.
Yeah, okay.
I definitely know where your pain comes from. Your pain comes from being labeled as a quote-unquote minority. So a lot of the things that we go through are outside of our hands. It's the system in which hip-hop was brought out. In the creation of hip-hop came from a murder. And a gang made a band, and that band inspired the DJs, and the DJs played records and parties. So peace, love, and having fun was hip-hop.
Right.
In our lives, the people still having fun and wanting to party are the people who are going through pain. So yes, we're shaking our asses in the club, but we still got bills to pay.
Yes, sir.
And even as a man who loves his children, you talk about fatherhood. Fatherhood is the thing that makes a man godly more than just what he says. Because now you get to understand the levels and the responsibility of being an artist, because now you're painting the canvas for your babies.
Right.
See, when a man doesn't do that, he's a fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the thing is. And I'm not saying every man that leaves, because, you know, sometimes the woman is the issue, or sometimes the system is the issue. But the decision to be a fuck up lies within that person. And part of the pain that you feel and the fear that you feel is you've experienced it, so now you measure yourself against it. So now it's like, I'm going to do this, but this happened to me. I got to make sure, and you can overcompensate. Same thing happens to MCs. Because as an MC, some MCs want to be so bar heavy that they're known to be the best spitter, and their songs are trash.
Right.
And then some MCs are so afraid to be MCs that they become rappers and only want to do the hit that hits, and they still fail.
Yeah.
How do you find the balance? Because you said honesty, responsibility, pain, life, fatherhood. How do you find the balance to make a song and to make music?
First of all, it's very tough to do that, because I've felt that way like you. Like, I want to be the best spitter. I go into a spot where there's another couple MCs. I got to hit the heaviest bars. But then you see those same MCs on stage, they can't make a song for shit, or they can't perform for shit. They're just standing in one spot, or they just constantly shuffling back and forth. They're not really doing anything. So it's just a matter of doing your homework, doing your research, you can learn a lot from a Drake and still be a bar-heavy spitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you could be a guy that makes melodic songs and learn a lot from a Sean Price, from a MF Doom. You know what I mean? From a Rakim. I think it's just a matter of doing your homework, knowing what you're good at, and then knowing your weaknesses and trying to better on them. Just like if you were a fighter. If you're really good at jabbing, but your hook game is whack, learn how to throw your hooks. You know, watch the guys, you know, Tyson had the mean hook game. Study some tapes. I think that's the best way that I go about it. Just doing your research, but then again, going back to the greats, studying, getting better.
Okay, I'm glad you made that analogy because I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing.
Word up, okay.
One of my second favorite sports. Football and boxing is my thing. And when we talk about boxing, we always talk about the hitters, but never the techniques.
Oh yeah.
And hip hop is the same way.
Right.
Bar, 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 bar. But nobody ever talks about, MCs talk about the delivery.
Yeah.
I was watching, like I said, the Wu-Tang, Mike and Men, and I really had to sit back and think because I paused. Cream is one of the most perfect songs that hip hop ever made.
I agree.
And it's not because of just the beat or the hook or the sample. If you listen to what they're saying, there's bars in there.
Yeah.
But the delivery made it so punctual. And in boxing, the number one rule of boxing is what?
Don't get hit.
And so everybody talks about the punch, but not the defense.
Yeah.
So, same thing with, like I said, being an MC. Bar, 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 but the technique. If I asked you a person, like who's one of your favorite rappers? Just give me one.
Lupe Fiasco. Go on.
Okay, Lupe. The Mural is a classic.
Oh man, yeah.
That song is it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's that like? What, 16 minutes of just bars?
Just bars.
And the album goes by seasons.
Yes.
And he rhymes artistry of seasons. Lupe Fiasco is bar heavy, but his delivery ain't key. If you listen to The Cool from the first album, the story of the dead body that came back and had to die again,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes.
Lupe is one of the greats.
Yes, he is.
Now you said Sean Price earlier.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Sean Price, bar, 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 but his delivery was on point.
Loved it.
Let's go to another person. Ludacris,
Ludacris. Okay.
bar, 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 but delivery. Nas, Jay-Z, Slick Rick, KRS-One. Bars and delivery. Eminem said it's the bars that I don't say that makes my songs great. Jay-Z said I had to dumb my bars down so the average listener can keep up. What is the hardest thing about being a barbarian and not just a songwriter?
I would say that thing about dumbing it down. Sometimes people, let me see what's the best way to say this. Yeah, man, I mean, sometimes you, as a bar guy, you want to really go out there and say some crazy stuff, some crazy metaphor and put the wordplay in. But you gotta also accept the fact that people just aren't thinking on your wavelength, on your level right there. And you gotta find a way to, sadly, dumb it down and make people, I guess you gotta spoon feed it to them. Baby steps type of deal. You gotta give it to them easily so that they can digest it easily. That's one of the toughest things I think about being a barbarian, as you said.
Oh, yeah. I love barbarians.
Yeah, man, because it's hella barbarians, but they've also learned the art of making it digestible for people so it's not going too much over their heads. Lupe, I feel like he doesn't care. He's going to say it how he's going to say it, and the real, bar-heavy dude's going to love it, which is something I respect about him.
See, I used to love hip-hop to the point where bars were like the Super Bowl to me.
Word.
Now I don't.
Okay.
Part of that's because, I had a car accident and my brain just ain't right. But I used to love to hear a song because it's like, ooh, look what they came with next.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a bar. You tell me how it makes you feel as an MC.
Okay.
Draw blood like phlebotomist. Optimus Prime Time. I'm holding 8 9s like an octopus. How does that hit you?
Well, right there you got the wordplay. That's clever with the lobotomy. And then the octopus line with the with the 9s. That's dope. To me, that's great wordplay. That to me shows MC. That to me shows someone that took time out to craft a rhyme that's going to be respected by people that enjoy bars.
Illa G.
Illa G. All right.
Classic album, Social Graffiti.
Word up.
Classic. And then you got people like
All right, we can get into this now. I got a lot of love for the local artists, a lot of them. That whole flow right there, you're sacrificing bars. Like the wordplay, the stuff they say, something like this, something like this, very basic, and people are loving it because of the flow. And I don't know how you feel about that, but it just gets to the point where, like, if you can just flow that you get the automatic flame emoji or whatever. People keep giving, oh, yo, that's hot, that's tight the way you flowed over it. That's what you keep hearing. Yo, you flow like crazy over that. Not, well, you just said some dope shit. You know.
Okay.
I recently did a battle cipher. Like, it was recorded. Shout out to Battles on Bars. I was expecting when they first threw the beat that it was gonna be a boom bap-ish, 80 or 90 BPMs, but it was a quicker one, and I had to go with that flow. I made my own little style over it, but I made sure I as an MC, put as many bars as I could in there. But I started noticing that after it came out, people didn't really listen to the bars, they just liked the way that I sounded over it, that I was flowing over it. And that, to me, as a barbarian, like you were saying, kind of got me agitated. Because the more comments I started seeing, it's like, yo, you flowed crazy on that. But I was like, okay, but did you listen to what I said? They were like, oh, no, it was too fast. I'm like, so what are you really listening to? I appreciate it, though. Either way, they're showing me love, and it was great, and I ended up getting first place for it. But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm not really used to rapping like this. I did it, and I was proud of myself for doing it, but it's not something that I want to keep doing.
So I have another lyric for you. You tell me how this makes you feel.
Yeah.
I'm riding around in the coupe. I take your bitch right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Woof. Beat the whole walls loose. Hop in the frog. Whoa. Tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas under me. They hate and the devil keep jumping me.
That's Offset. That's Migos. I'm ashamed that I know that and I didn't know Illa G. That's on camera. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, that's popular music.
It's popular music, you're right. People are gonna say it flows, which on that beat and when you hear that in the club, sounds good. I ain't gonna lie. That's some shit I'll probably dance to. What he's saying, not that fucking great. Not creative at all. Bitch, I'm a dog, woof. That's kind of what these people are saying. Yeah, dang it. You're not saying that, but yeah, exactly. Bitch, I'm a dog, woof. People like that nowadays, like, cause they just want to dance. Like, I get it. You at a club, you want to fucking dance. You're not trying to hear Lupe Mural. I get it. You want to dance, you want something quick, you want something digestible, you want some microwave type shit when you're in the club because you getting lit, when you with your peoples and stuff. I get it. There's a time and place for that shit. But if we're just talking about music that's gonna have an impact and gonna have staying power and gonna mean something 10 years down the road, Bad and Bougie is not it. To me, that's just not it for me. It's great. It's a great fucking song to dance to and party to, and I guess it has its own lane for that. But for me, I appreciate something a little more real. But that's just me. I don't knock anybody for that shit. But I will also be that motherfucker at the party dancing to that shit when it comes on. Most likely.
So the music is...
It's a feeling.
Exactly. Some people like me, I go into arguments in my house all the time. When I hear a song like Cream, everybody knows the hook, but don't know the words. Me, I'm not a house club music guy. I can dance when I want to. I'm not a dancer though.
Right.
I'm a thinker. So I'm more into what did they say? What did they do? That's why Follow Me, Jersey Classic, is one of the best songs ever because you're dancing to a message.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just beat that bitch with a bat. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same repetitious thing. So going back to, like I said to you earlier about Kid Pro and his music, Kid Pro gives reality in lesson form. You're a coach and a teacher through your music. You talked about what you want to give to the world. What has the world given you to make you a dope artist?
World's giving me 2 beautiful sons. World's giving me a beautiful mom.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to moms. What's up, mom? Hope she sees this. She doesn't have Facebook or anything.
That's
I make fun of her.
You'll play it for
that.
her.
I will play it for her.
On YouTube.
And she'll probably tear up, yeah.
On a Roku TV. That's what's up.
You already know. The world's giving me insight. The world's giving me pain. The world's giving me failure. Because I feel like without those things, I wouldn't be who I am. If everything was going good, I guess I wouldn't know what it's like to feel pain. You know, like that 50 Cent lyric, some days wouldn't feel good, or if it wasn't for rain or pain, you know where I'm going with that. Yeah, I guess that's what the world's giving me, man, just the fact, the negative side of stuff, because it really makes you appreciate the positive. So that's really what I appreciate most out of life, besides the sons and my mom and everybody else.
So you're dope because you're alive.
Dope because I'm alive, man, yeah, I would say so. I'm appreciative of it.
And let's keep it that way.
Yes, sir.